Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial slash review on the new Barbie collection by NYX. So for my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using the Profusion pigment base. I really wanted something that was one, light, so that the color payoff could be the best as possible. And two, something that's not very emollient. I'm a concealer eye primer type of girly. Like, I love using concealers to use as an eyeshadow base, but sometimes you need the more tackiness and more not so emollient that's gonna break apart on your eyelid, especially when it comes to these bright colorful looks, because it will be very noticeable. When it comes to neutral eyeshadows, I can get away with using a concealer because it's browns, you know. But yeah, so I am going to be using the Profusion pigment base. I'm going to be blending that out and also setting that with my setting powder. So first I'm going to be going into the NYX Barbie collection Greetings from Barbie Land face palette, and I'm going to be taking that bronzer shade. I'm going to be applying that into my crease. Now that that is blended out, I'm going to be taking the blush shade in this palette and I'm going to be applying that into my crease. I put down the bronzer shade first to have something already down so that when I put this pink on, it'll just blend so much better and also have a little bit more of that neutral warmth undertone as well. Now we're going in with the star of the show. This is the NYX Barbie collection Turn Up the Kenergy mini eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking that bright pink and I'll be applying this all over my lid with the flat shader brush. Now that I have this shade all over my lid, I am going to be slightly blending this out with my fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to be taking this purple shade in the palette and I'm going to be applying that all over the pink as well and blending that out as well. Now you guys, when I tell you this palette is everything. It literally is everything, especially for the summer. I absolutely love this palette. If you can get a hold of it, go ahead and pick it up. The pigmentation is great, and also these metallic shades are just so beautiful. I absolutely love them. I am using this kind of light purple-ish lilac one, and I'm going to be applying this all over my lid. It really just takes this look on a whole nother level without having to do so much. I feel like this look was actually very easy. It is just a pink, think of it as like a pink smoky eye, a pink colorful smoky eye with a pop of shimmer on the lid, blended upwards, and then also just a few shades on the lower lash line. Like, it's not complicated whatsoever. Sometimes I see makeup looks, and yes, they are beautiful, but I don't have a whole hour and a half just to do my eyeshadow, you know? I like quick looks that just make a big impact, if you know what I mean. You know, I do love the other looks, and if I did have time to do them, definitely I would. Makeup is such an art form and so beautiful, but sometimes you just don't have all that time. But I'm talking too much and I'm skipping steps. I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I'm going to be applying that to my waterline and also applying that in the inner corner of my eyes, and my tear duct. Not my tear duct. Well, yeah, my tear duct. Next, I'm going to be taking this blue pool shade. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll be applying that to the beginning part of my lower lash line, and then I'm going to be taking the hold on, excuse me, because I don't remember which one I grabbed. Yes, I'm going to be taking the pink and applying that on the outer corner. The way these shades just blend into each other is just, it's magical. I absolutely loved this eyeshadow palette. It is small, it's compact, it's I believe 12 or 13 bucks. It's so cute, and the pigmentation is great. Sometimes you get really small, cheap eyeshadows and it's just like, where's the pigmentation? But this definitely has it. Now we're going to be going onto the face before we finish up the eyes. I'm going to be applying primer, and the primer that I'm using is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. I am now aware that this foundation is a little too light for me. I have been going outside for the past couple of weeks. I've been to the beach, I've been here and there, everywhere, to be completely honest, and I've been taking in a lot of sun. So I've definitely been toasting up like a little corn dog, and my foundations are just too light for me right now. So we'll just have to deal with that another day. But yeah, you guys, I'm only applying a little bit of this, a very thin layer. And before I blend it out, I'm going to be applying the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Essence Keep Me Covered concealer. I have a love-hate relationship with this concealer. At first, I really hated it. Now I kind of semi-love it. I have been using it in almost every single video that you guys have seen in the last couple of weeks. However, I still am very unsure about it. I do like it. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I like it. Don't love it. I am on the look for something else, but until I do find something else, then I'm just gonna continue using it, you know. I'm not gonna waste my money like that, you know. I don't absolutely hate it anymore, so I am gonna get my money's worth while I have it until I find something else that I really like. After I apply this concealer, I am going to be blending it out with a brush and then setting it with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana setting powder. For my bronzer, I'm going to be using my favorite bronzer that I've been abusing the last like a couple of months. And this is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Palette. I use the 2 bottom shades. I start off with the second to darkest shade first. And then I apply the darkest shade second just to really like give the definition. Personally, for me, I really like bronzer palettes or like contour palettes because I never use one shade to bronze / contour anytime, you know. I always reach for 2 shades, one a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, and the second one a little bit darker and maybe have a more cooler undertone, or even if it is warmer, it is just slightly darker. I almost never use one bronzer. Never. Yeah. For my nose contour, I do use the second to darkest shade. I don't use the darkest shade to contour my nose just because I don't want my contour to be too harsh. And it is the center of my face where it would be a little bit darker, but not so much darker than the perimeter of my face. After I contour my nose, I will be applying my highlight and my blush. I only apply a highlight to my nose and inner corners nowadays. And for blush, I'm going to be applying that onto my apples and my cheekbones and blending out all the way to the basically my temple or my upper cheekbones, if you will. But yeah, you guys, one thing I will say about this face palette or like this collection in general is the packaging. First of all, I love the products. The face palette, I can say you can kind of pass on. The highlight is very pretty. The blush is a little bit more difficult to blend out. It is very highly pigmented, but I will say that it's not, you can apply it to your face and then boom, boom, you know, blend it out. Like you have to kind of work a little bit. But the main thing I have an issue with this collection is the packaging. So for the eyeshadow palette and the face palette, they use, I don't know if you're familiar, but Dollar Tree carries the brand LA Colors, and for them specifically, they have a eyeshadow palette and, you know, bronzers, highlighters, or whatever. That packaging component is the same exact components that you'll get with this NYX collection, and I feel like that's just really cheap. The products itself, a little bit more higher quality, but in reality, it's actually very cheap packaging. Very travel friendly, but very cheap packaging. The face palette's $15, and I don't really think that the price tag really compares to the product itself, you know, packaging and formulation wise. I would definitely buy this palette if it was like $10 or even $12, but $15 not. The eyeshadow palette, however, even though the packaging is much less expensive, the quality of the shadows I absolutely love. So I think the $12 price tag is actually perfect for the eyeshadow palette, but I don't think the face palette's worth it. Now I am going to be doing my lips now, and as you can see, I've already applied 2 lip liners. First is one that is more my skin tone, and then I added some definition with ColourPop's BFF4. And now I'm going to be applying NYX Abu Dhabi soft matte lip cream, and then on top of that I'm going to be slightly going in with just a little bit of the NYX Barbie collection butter gloss, and I'm going to be using just a little bit so that I can have a more pink undertone. I do like the lip colors in this collection, however I'm just not a bright girl, so this is like my where I'm gonna this is like my happy medium, if you will, where it's not too bright of a pink. It's like a neutral pink. You get the little pink, you know, hints, but it's not like bam, you're wearing a bright pink lip. But yeah, so now that we're done with our face and our lips, we're gonna be going back to the eyes. I am gonna be taking this I don't want to say it's a bright yellow because it's not. It has a little bit of a green undertone to it. I'm going to be applying that into my inner corner. I had also previously applied the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in milk on the inner corner as well, if you guys remember. I'll be using that. And then over top of this bright yellowish greenish shade, I am going to be taking that limeish, greenish, yellowish. That sounds, I can't describe these colors. I truly apologize. Or it's more like a yellowish gold, yellowish greenish gold. I'm going to be applying a little bit of that on the inner corner as well, just to bring in a little bit more shimmer. After I apply that yellow shade, now I'm going to be going in and retouching up all of my eyeshadows. So going in with the blue and the pink and the purple, and just making sure all of my shadows haven't been lost in the midst of me doing my face. For eyeliner, I am going to be using the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner, and this is the black one. I am going to be doing a fairly small little wing. I don't want it to be bam in your face, oh I have a winged eyeliner. This is just a little tiny baby wing. Yeah. As my eyeliner is drying, I'm going to be touching up my brows, and I'm just using a little brow powder and making sure I go over my brows to make sure I don't have any face powder or foundation or concealer that might have fallen into the brows. We are almost done with the eyes. I'm going to be applying mascara. This is the Essence Another Volume Mascara, just better. Absolutely love this mascara. Essence really outdoes themselves. Outdoes? What? Essence really outdoes themselves when it comes to mascaras. You can almost never go wrong with the Essence mascara. Definitely the mascaras of all drugstore mascaras, and they're definitely cheaper, like half the price of other drugstore mascaras and like 25% of the price of high-end mascaras. It's crazy. First of all, Benefit's releasing a mascara that I believe is like $28. What? $28? I remember when high-end mascaras back in the day were at least $20, $15, $16. But now drugstore mascaras are like $15, $16, and high-end mascaras are like $32, $36, $28, $25. It's crazy. But anyways, I'm just applying my false lashes. These are from my brand. You guys will know more about this very, very soon. And they're just, I love these lashes. Yeah, they just look so good. They're not too much to where it completely hides the shadow, but it's not too little to where it looks like you barely have lashes on. Absolutely, I love them. They're so cute. After I'm done with this, I just apply setting spray, and that's basically the end of my look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys would like to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.